Any old time that anything is on, look for Honest John.
I hate that hedgehog! He ruins my schemes!
At number 2, we have Dr. Ivo Robotnik from The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Wait, didn't we already have Robotnik on this list? Well, Robotnik again! In The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Robotnik is very different, and my favorite version of Robotnik. There's a lot of people that hate this show or love this show. I'm one to say that I love this show. I find it hilarious and insanely crazy. What I love about Robotnik in this series is how funny I find him. I love his voice actor, and I love how bumbling he is compared to a lot of the different versions of Robotnik. And his minion Scratch and Grounder add a lot to that as well. Unlike Julie and Ivo Robotnik from Sonic Sat AM, who pretty much accomplished everything and didn't have to build much to try and destroy Sonic until more near the end. Dr. Robotnik from The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog keeps building things and making up new plans to try and take over Mobius and defeat Sonic. But pretty much every time he fails, unlike in SatAM, where Robotnik often succeeds actually, and we get some pretty bittersweet endings. But they're very comical, and I just love Robotnik in this one. And he makes for a great YTP source. But, to be honest, I found him hilarious even before the YTPs started coming out. So, Robotnik. Crazy, bumbling, and a lot of fun.
He helps nice people!
Any old time that anything is on, look for Honest John.
Perry the Platypus? Here? How could this be? I'm shocked. I mean, it would have taken a total evil mastermind to have guessed that you'd track me to this point.
At number 1, we have Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz. I love Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He has been my favorite cartoon TV villain ever since I first saw him on screen. He is just hilarious. They took the idea of a villain that can do absolutely nothing right and took it to the extreme. He creates these giant, crazy contraptions that always fail because of Perry the Platypus, but I'm sure would fail even if Perry the Platypus didn't even show up. I love his crazy accent and all the things that he does, like his scarring backstories or his little puns that he jokes about all the time. Phineas and Ferb, I love the show, but I think without Doofenshmirtz and Perry the Platypus, it wouldn't be quite as hilarious as it is. I love the scarring backstories. I mean, really, this guy's life sucked. That's why he's become evil, because of how terrible his life was. And it's funny how much you can laugh at how terrible it was. And what I like too is how he's an evil villain with this giant sign and absolutely no one knows who the heck he is, even though he's an evil, maniacal, I won't use the term genius because he's not, evil, maniacal weirdo. People always just take him for a crazy person, which is what he is, but he always tries to hide it by showing how evil he is, which Perry the Platypus always foils. Even his songs are entertaining. Even though his singing voice is incredibly horrid, his songs are a lot of fun, and I just love this character so much. He is one of my favorite cartoon characters of all time. Everything in Phineas and Ferb connected with the character Dr. Doofenshmirtz is the best comedy in the series. Don't believe me? Watch the show and see for yourself. Everything else, very funny, very well done, but the stuff with Dr. Doofenshmirtz is the stuff you'll be looking forward to the most.
Sadly, he was just captured in the midst of his latest plan to set fire to the sun. Redundant, perhaps.
Well, thanks for watching my top 10 cartoon villains of all time. I do plan on sometime doing a top 10 animated film villains, which would be a good top 10 list as well. In cartoons, I generally prefer villains that are really funny and entertaining because, well, you're watching them for quite a while in a lot of episodes, So the funnier they are, the more enjoyable they are to watch again and again. In movies though, I do like both. I like threatening, cool villains as well as funny villains, and if they combine the two, it's even better. So, thanks for watching, and next week we got episode 10, the last episode of season 1 of Cartoon Toonsdays. So what am I going to do? Well, I can tell you this, it's going to be a movie review for the first time on this show. So, hope you enjoy it when it comes, and I'll see you next time.
Hark! The ponies. Drat them. Double drat them.
Rainbow, quit!